Do you ever feel like you're building an ark with only the instructions for a canoe? If so, you're not alone. Welcome to CEO-ish, where we'll discuss traveling the path of the unknown while making it your own. Today is Pick a Topic Tuesday. Okay. And,
good.
Yeah. And so do you know what that means?
No.
Okay. That means,
I can't wait to hear, though.
That means that we put 4 topics in here.
Okay.
We're going to let you pick one. And whichever one you pick, we're going to tell the best CEO-ish story about this topic.
I can't imagine what this topic could possibly be.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, we wrote. Oh, husbands.
Husbands. And
I don't know if I want to talk about that one.
well, you know, husbands are the often CEOs of the home. Not your home, but
often.
So let's start off with your best husband story.
My best husband story. Well, probably one of my favorite husband stories is that it's more of a series of stories because my husband is very touchy-feely. He's emotional. He likes to talk about his feelings. I do not like to do any of those things.
You only cry when your TV goes
when my
down.
TV breaks. Yes, that's right. And or in church. I cry in church too.
For real cry?
I do.
Okay.
I always cry in church.
Well, you are the pastor's wife, and I didn't know if that.
That's right. Well, I like Jesus.
No, you love Jesus.
But I don't like church.
Oh, well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Kelly Smith, pastor's wife, loves Jesus, doesn't like church.
Does anybody like church?
Well, that might be tomorrow's podcast. We'll put that as a question for next topic
Okay, good
Tuesday.
idea.
Okay.
So the husband story is that when Guile and I first were dating and we were kind of getting serious about I think this might be the one we should maybe talk about. Maybe could we get engaged? And we started talking about it.
How old were you?
22.
Okay.
And so it was Christmas time and we didn't have any money, surprise. And Guile was we were going to celebrate Christmas before he went home or something. And so he decided we went and looked at Christmas lights. Remember that crazy house that was
Yes.
We went to do that one.
Like 200,000 lights.
And it was like a showstopper. You had to go by every Christmas. Yeah. And then he made me a little paper ring, which was very sweet because he's touchy-feely. And he said, I don't have any money to buy a ring, but let's go to the mall and just pick out what you like. And
had you been engaged?
No. We were talking about getting married.
Okay.
So this was before the getting engaged, he was like, I don't have the money just yet, but for Christmas, I'd rather not.
So he origamied his way into your heart.
Into not buying me a present for Christmas.
Okay. Origami set.
So anyway, we went to the mall because we were going to look at rings. And I was like, okay, this is great. So on the way to the mall, he starts to get really quiet, just not saying anything. And this, I have now realized, is the hallmark for Guile when he is feeling stressed, something's stressed, something's going on. So I finally am we get all the way to the mall, no words have been spoken. I was like, okay, what's going on here? And he goes, I don't feel good about this. Yeah.
About getting married to you?
About all of the things, I don't want to go in and look at the ring. I'm freaking out. And I was like, oh, this is so typical you. You're freaking out.
I would have eaten the ring right there.
So I was like, let's go. So we went back to campus. He dropped me off. I was very irritated. And
did you still have the paper ring?
I did have the paper ring. I did. Or maybe he kept it. I can't remember. Okay. But I was pretty irritated. So he, of course, and a couple days later, apologized. I don't know. I was just freaking out, whatever. Well, this is the beginning of a long line of these kind of things, my entire relationship with him. So he gets over it and realizes he was just freaking out. So fast forward a little bit more. We are actually engaged at this point. He's gotten real ring, the whole thing. And we're watching Quantum Leap over at my parents' house. Because that's what you did in the 90s.
Yes.
And he says, I have something to tell you. And I was like, oh, great. Here it comes again. What is it? He goes, I never actually heard God tell me to marry you.
Oh, no.
I was like, that's it? He goes, yeah, that's it. You don't care? And I was like, I don't care. I'm over it.
I don't even like church. Why would I care if God
Why would I care?
you? He told you that God never told him.
Yeah. And I said, okay. I feel okay with that. I mean, like,
Was there ever a point in between when that happened and the time you actually got married that he said, I now feel...
No.
And has there ever been a point where he said, now I know?
No, I think I said, nobody is going to be married to you but me. So he's like, I know.
That might be the best husband story I've ever heard. Because
hold on.
No, I'm holding.
Final in the 3-part series is where we get married. We're on our honeymoon. And it's like the day after the wedding. And he does the whole, starts to get quiet thing again. And I'm like, here it comes. What's wrong now? And he goes, I'm really overwhelmed. Like, this is forever. And I was like, too late now, buddy. You're in.
Can we call Kyle right now?
Call him.
Can we call him?
I don't know if
I want to ask him if God has ever spoken to him to tell you. Can we call him? Okay, call him for me, please. Oh, I just have to know if God ever told him. So don't give any backstory for him.
I'm sure he's going to answer.
Well, he's a pastor.
He's a little scared because of the last conversation with the television that we had.
What if he gets silent on me?
Should I put him on speaker?
You put him on speaker. Just hold it up to the mic. Oh, I can't wait. Let's shock and awe him.
He's going to answer because he's afraid of me from last time. Unless he's in a meeting, and then he shouldn't answer.
He should still.
Because he's a pastor and he's talking to people. So disappointing.
That's too many rings for it to not go to voicemail.
Please leave your message for...
He doesn't even leave his own...
Smith.
No, that was it.
I'll call you back.
Hey, I need you to call me back. You're missing a golden opportunity here, so call me back.
Well, now he's going to think he's really missing a golden opportunity.
Maybe he thinks something else is a golden opportunity.
Okay. All right. So when was the last time Guile got quiet on you?
Well, like yesterday.
And what was the problem then?
He still does this.
What was the problem then?
He has a lot of freak out moments where he's overwhelmed by something or life or whatever. So this is a pattern.
You were never freaked out when he said, God hasn't told me to marry you yet?
No, which is how you know I'm the right girl for him. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah, you might be the right girl for my husband as well. Seriously, I wish you were me back then. You never freaked out.
No, I don't. I freak out about small decisions like, should I get the Glad garbage bags or should I get the hefty garbage bags? 33 gallons, 30 gallons. Yeah. Oh my gosh. But the big stuff.
Get both.
I don't freak out about the big stuff.
Wow.
No.
Really?
Big stuff is easy.
And yet you still don't know what CEO stands for.
No. That means the in charge-ish.
How about we change places for a day and I'll sit across from that TV all day and watch TV.
Oh yeah, nobody would like that.
Yeah. Can we change places for one day?
I don't think that would go well.
No, it would. I think you'd do really well because you wouldn't care about any of the decisions you made. Okay.
Or I'd just make a lot of them and then you can just clean them up the next day.
No, I don't like to clean up at all. Thank you so much for being on here today.
You're welcome.
I can't end. I was going to say a good trait about Terry.
Oh, yeah.
Because I can't.
Well, you started to say about that.
Terry is full of wisdom. I appreciate that about Terry, which is probably why he doesn't respond to me in the way that I deserve to be responded to.
He's one of those guys that, unlike me, he thinks before he speaks versus like me who just speaks it all and then I'm processing it as it's coming out.
Yes.
So when he actually talks, you really want to hear what he has to say.
Exactly. When he speaks, people listen.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I want people to listen.
Me too.
Yeah.
We should stop talking so much. I mean, just a suggestion.
And that wraps up Pick a Topic Tuesday. I'm going to end with Kelly's favorite quote. Which
Again?
She's had 3 days to think about
my favorite
this.
quote is one day at a time. That's my favorite quote.
We'll see you tomorrow, one day from now.